Welcome back to Taz the Marker. Today we are going to be making brisket with pap and baked bean salad. You will need for this brisket 1 onions chopped finely, 2 green chilies, a can of baked beans, Amina's Wonder spice, and ginger and garlic. Then you will need to wash the brisket and drain it nicely. Add 1 teaspoon ginger garlic, and then I'm going to be using the Amina's Wonder Spice Spicy Texan. So you can use around about 2 to 3 tablespoons for this. So you're just going to add the spice now and we're going to mix it. So we're going to mix all of this together nicely and rub all the spices into the meat. Now we're going to add some oil in there and mix this nicely, and we're going to let this marinate for around about 30 minutes. Now we are going to prepare the baked beans. You can pour out the baked beans from the can into a bowl. You can use any baked beans you like. It doesn't have to be a specific brand. Okay, the next we are going to add in the onions. This is 1 onion chopped finely. It is better to chop the onions fine in this way than cutting up big pieces. Our next ingredient is going to be fresh chili. I have cut up 2 fresh chili fine. So we are going to add in now the chili, and we are going to mix these 3 ingredients together. We're going to mix very nicely so the onions and the chilies gets mixed with the baked beans. Next we are going to add the dhania. This is fresh dhania. We're going to add this and also mix this well. Now we're going to add in the salt. This is about half a teaspoon of salt, and we're going to mix this well. And our baked beans is now ready, and we can just keep this aside. The brisket has now marinated for 30 minutes. I have lined the oven tray with foil and I'm drizzling oil over this. Now we are going to place the brisket one at a time onto the oven tray. We make sure that they are separated and lined properly so that they are cooked nicely. This is the last one. You can just do some adjustments to make all fit on the tray. I have preheated the oven to 180 on grill. So we are now going to place this tray into the oven and let it bake or grill for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we are going to flip sides. As you can see, the first side is done very nicely. We don't want to cook it for too long for it to get burnt or dry out. the last one. Okay, and we're going to make that cook for now 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, let's have a look. Our brisket is now ready. Look at how lovely the color is. Now we're going to prepare the pap. For the pap, you're going to need 3 cups of water, butter, salt, milli meal. Add 3 cups of water to the pot. It must be cold water. So we're going to add the 3 cups of water into the pot. And next we're going to add the milli meal. So 2 level cups of milli meal. Add to the pot. And then we are going to give this a nice stir to avoid clumping. The reason we're doing it with cold water as well is so that we don't get lumps. Because if you put milli meal into hot water, it's going to give you lumps. Next, we're going to add this to the stove. It must be cooked on medium heat. Okay, we're going to keep stirring this until it gets thick. You have to mix everything nicely. Keep stirring. We are still stirring this. Now we are going to add in the salt. Once we add in the salt, we're still going to stir this. After a while, you're going to notice this is becoming thicker, like this. It's still not done. It still needs to cook. So we're going to keep stirring this. Okay, you cannot leave this to cook on its own. You have to keep stirring. As you can see, it's becoming thicker and thicker as porridge consistency. We're going to keep mixing. You can see it's thickening nicely. Okay, you can mix fast. Now we're going to add in half cup of dry milli meal to make it thicker. Okay, as you can see now, we added the dry milli meal, it is getting thicker. We just have to mix all this nicely. You see, it still needs to cook, it's still not done. Okay, we're just going to mix this nicely. As you can see, it's coming all together very nicely. You have to keep stirring. This is the trick. Now we're going to add in the butter. Okay, you can add butter to your preference. And now we are going to mix this nicely so that all the butter gets into the pap. Everything has to be mixed very nicely. Here you go. The art is in the mix. Okay. Now we are going to leave this to cook for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, this is what it's going to look like. Your pap is ready. Okay, it all depends on your preference on how you like your pap, what thickness, the dryness. This is how my family enjoys their pap. So our pap is now ready and we are ready to plate. This is the outcome, the brisket, the pap and the baked beans. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comment section if you've tried this recipe. We look forward to sharing more and more videos with you.